In the scheme of life, we are ruled by three powerful influences: the superconscious, subconscious, and conscious minds. Now, I want to discuss today the subconscious. I often say the subconscious is the boss. In theory, not so much, because the superconscious is the overall universal energy. However, the subconscious is something that has been manipulated within our human experience. It's something that we have programmed. It's basically our computer system that we have injected in lots of different programs. And of course, sometimes these programs become outdated and we need to get rid of them to make room for the new stuff. And that's pretty much what we need to do with the subconscious. When we understand that the subconscious holds powerful beliefs that are influencing our day-to-day energy, whatever we're vibrating out, we are attracting back based on that overall subconscious vibration. You see, the subconscious is something that was programmed when we were a child, and therefore it's a long time ago, and we need to start working towards our future, like enjoying our days and being excited about the future, not stuck in the past with those old beliefs, those old limiting thoughts, and that self-sabotaging way. Now, what we need to do with this is really start to communicate with the subconscious and understand how the subconscious is actually talking to us all the time. And I'm going to give you some ways to recognize this. First of all, the subconscious is actually reflected in our physical body. Our body speaks to us. And here's some examples of how this happens. You see, our body has physical ailments that occur all the time. Every day we have something that we could probably moan about our body about. And it's just a little sign that we need to pay more attention to this and see the message within the niggle. Now, an example is, if we take any body part, all of our body parts play a role for us. For example, our throat is where we express ourselves from, our legs are how we move forward in life, our eyes are how we see the world, and there's obvious things that our body does. Therefore, I want you to take the metaphysical side of any ailment that you may experience and see what else it could mean on an emotional level. For example, if you get a knee problem, are you having problems moving forward in life? If you have difficulty or have a sore throat or have difficulty speaking or a stiff neck maybe, is there something around that area of communication or flexibility perhaps, if it's all tight, that we need to assess? You see, these are the body's way of speaking to us and asking us to stop and pay attention to the messages. So that's one way that the subconscious speaks to us. Another thing that happens in our life is what we attract, experiences that we constantly attract. If we are attracting the same type of relationship or attracting the same type of drama within our social environment or at the workspace, then we can often see a pattern that, well, you've got to be realistic here and say there's a common denominator happening with every single one of these times, and that is you. Sometimes we just need to take responsibility and actually decide that we are the change that needs to happen in order to up-level our life, and not expecting other people to make that change for us. Not only is this an empowering attitude, it's also a way that helps you to take control of your life. So therefore, you're never stuck. So when we can become aware of these subconscious messages, we can start to shift the energy, shift the balance, and reprogram. Get rid of the old and make way for the new. I'd like you to make a list of the things that you've been experiencing in your physical body this week and maybe more recently or even long term. What does it mean to you? If you've got constant back pain, maybe it's around security or structure or something that holds us up straight, something that is supportive. Maybe there's a lack of support. If you're constantly having skin issues, is there a level of self-acceptance or something that you don't want the world to see? There's a lot of ways we can look at these things that can really give us insight into more than meets the eye. Something to think about. There you go, guys. We'll see you on the next one.